Hi, I'm Dustin the tutor, and I make videos on writing and mindset every single week. Here, I want to discuss how you can get an A+ with your thesis statements by following 4 easy steps. So let's get started. First, there are 2 different types of thesis statements. There are explanatory thesis statements, and these simply announce a topic, but they don't give an opinion about it. And there are argumentative thesis statements that defend your opinion or position. Thesis statements are the central claim of your essay, and your whole essay supports your thesis statement. In argumentative thesis statements, as we said, you're going to want to state your opinion. The thesis statement is kind of like a brain because your brain directs your body. Your brain helps your body move through space and do things. Well, your thesis statement determines your body paragraphs, the content of it. And in another way, they're similar as well because your body paragraphs support the thesis statement. They support it through the evidence that they provide, the subtopics, and the discussion. And of course, your body supports your brain with blood and nutrients and oxygen. All right, let's take a look at step 1. This is where we want to read the prompt very carefully and underline any key words. So our prompt states, at what age should children be allowed to go places in their city by themselves? Here we note that the prompt is asking for a specific age and it's asking about a specific place, their city. So the second step is to gather your ideas about this prompt. And as we think about this prompt, we can see that, it's really going to depend on a lot of different factors like the safety of the city and area and the experience and maturity of the child and other considerations as well. Well, the idea in this step is to gather more ideas than you will think you'll need. Because if you simply list, three ideas, 3 reasons for support, and that's it, that's the minimum number that you typically will need for an essay. And if they're not the best reasons, then you're missing out. So it's better to list, maybe 10 or 15, and then weed out the ideas that are not the best. In step 3, you're going to want to write your topic and position. So this is sometimes called the initial thesis or your first draft. So the topic here is the appropriate age for children to travel alone within a city. And the position is depends on many factors. In step 4, we're going to work on fine-tuning this and also adding reasons to it to support it. So you can add reasons by using because or as, for instance. Here we've written the appropriate age for children to travel alone within a city should be determined by each parent or guardian, as the safety of a city, mode of transportation, and maturity of each child will differ. Note that we've made this part quite a bit more specific because earlier we simply said it depends on many factors. And here we're saying that it's really up to the parent or guardian to determine what is best. All right, let's take a look at the structure that we have here. So you can see that the pink part is the topic and it says the appropriate age for children to travel alone within a city. Here we've made the topic very clear. We're discussing the age and the person who's going to be reading this knows that we've replied to the prompt. The position is started with the words should be, and that indicates that we're giving an opinion. Should be determined by each parent or guardian. And the reasons are started by as, and that indicates, of course, that we're stating reasons. As the safety of a city, mode of transportation, and maturity of each child will differ. So the thesis statement is connected to each body paragraph, as we mentioned, and this is how it's connected. Here we have our first reason. That is going to become the topic of the first body paragraph, as the second and third reason will become topics for their body paragraphs as well. In the conclusion, you're going to want to restate your thesis statement, but you should do this in a fresh way. In other words, you shouldn't state it in exactly the same way with the same words. Well, here's a checklist you can come back to make sure that you're writing quality thesis statements. You want to make sure that you're answering the prompt or question, that you're taking a position for argumentative thesis statements, that it's arguable, And what this means is that it's not something everybody agrees with. You're not stating something overly obvious. And it needs to be focused and specific and also concise. And concise just means that every word counts. There are no wasted words in the thesis statement. As you can imagine, because the whole essay is about the thesis statement, it's really the most important sentence in your entire essay. We also need to make sure it's supported with reasons and evidence. So if you follow the structure here, it will really help you make sure that you're meeting a lot of the criteria on this page, on the checklist page. All right, well, I'm Dustin the tutor, and I lead a small group of tutors at goodenglish-tutors.com. And if you're looking for help with thesis statements or essays or anything related to English, including ESL, we can help you meet your goals. Check out the link below if you're interested in that. And if you found this video helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up. Consider sharing it with anyone who you would like to help as well. If you want videos like this and videos on mindset, consider subscribing and or following depending on the platform you're on. And if you'd like to use this PowerPoint presentation, it will be in my TPT account along with all my materials from my videos. Here's a practice you can use. It says, what's wrong with each thesis statement? You can pause this video now and write out the answer by identifying each problem. Okay, so in thesis 1, we can see a question mark. And this is incorrect because the second word of thesis statement is in fact statement. That means it is not a question. In thesis 2, we see that it might be an okay initial thesis statement. We do have a topic and we do have a position, but it's not very specific and no reasons are given. Thesis 3 is similar, but there are issues with the word choice here. The word things is unprofessional in its tone and it's very general. You can also use this thesis statement prompt for further practice. So to use this, what you'll want to do is to go back through the different steps in the video. I recommend watching it one more time and then write a thesis statement, an initial thesis statement for the prompt, and then fine tune it and add your reasons. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.